Thanks, Harley. Hey Smeggies, Harley has been very naughty this week. He did this. And because he's very sorry, he keeps bringing me things. See? Oh, coffee.
You say that Harley somehow made you a cup of coffee?
Wow, clever dog. He must have climbed up onto the side using the bin, opened the cupboard with his tail, got the tea and sugar out with his teeth, and used his tongue to... It was Robo Chris. Harley just fetched it. Oh.
That makes more sense.
You do? It's now time for...
Ooh. Huh? Little Peter.
Guys, that was a bit dangerous. I hope no kids copy that.
Don't worry, it was a stunt double.
You have a stunt double? Moving on, I'm going to give you some more tips for life. And seeing this week's Adventures of Fred and Percy has reminded me of one. Use scented candles to get rid of really bad smells. Thanks, Harley. Like when your dog farts.
Fucking hell, shit.
Not half. Are you fed up of collecting carrier bags every time you go shopping? Then use one of these fold-up boxes. You can pack a load of shopping straight into it from the trolley or basket.
He's not wrong.
Another tip for you, after you finish drinking or eating, simply put that item into some water. For example, you can have a used cup filled with water and you can then put cutlery into it. It will make washing up a lot easier as food won't stick to anything as much. Think of it this way. If you had created a great big skid mark down your toilet pot after pooping, you wouldn't leave it there to dry, would you? I'm going to be sick. No, Harley, don't do that. My next tip is that when you throw a ball for your dog, make sure you throw it in the direction you're heading. They don't always bring them back. Another tip is that I suggest you don't pick your nose. Why? Because I used to do it all the time and I ended up with nosebleeds. And quite often. Instead, use a handkerchief or tissues to blow out them bogies. And if push comes to shove literally, use your handkerchief to pick it. And that way you're not scraping the inside of your nose with your nails.
Gross.
Because it's a lot colder these days, you'll be required to put your heating on. A good tip is to keep your doors closed as it can trap the heat more. The same goes for curtains. Keep them closed. Trust me, this will help heat the house up a little quicker. And finally, for those of you who struggle to get out of bed when the alarm goes off, just do what I used to do when I had that problem. Just put the alarm clock at the other side of the room so you have to physically get out of bed to turn it off. Now my alarm is at the side of me and I can get out of bed straight away. Because I learned that when the alarm clock sounds, it's time to get up. For the love of David Tennant, that was plugged into the wall!
That's quite alarming.
Not funny, Fred. I think it's time for me to go. Until the next time, peace out. Now Harley, I think you and I need to have a little conversation. You do? It's now time for another... After you finish drinking or eating, simply put that item into some water. And seeing this week's Adventures of the Fred... What? A good tip is to keep all your doors clocked as it can keep the heat trapped. What? After you've finished eating or drinking... Now then, Harley, I think you and I need to have a conversation. I'm joking, he's acting. Don't worry about it. He's looking at me as if to say, what have I done now? Nothing, it's fine.